Today on Talkie Walkie, very special guest. We are talking with drag queen extraordinaire. Not only that, I've actually known this guy for years and years and years. We went to high school together. Give it up for Jackie Cox.
Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome to beautiful Midtown.
We are walking down West 40th.
Yeah.
Did you say 40th, right?
Yeah.
40th. And we are going to go into Hell's Kitchen.
That's right.
See what, and do you live in this area?
I do. From the streets of Hell's Kitchen right to the runway. I was not lying in my rapping.
What do you mean you're rapping?
On Drag Race, I rapped.
You did?
Yeah.
Now, I tried to watch some.
By the way, I heard the Wisconsin come right out when you said drag. It was incredible.
Okay, so it's bag and drag.
Yeah, drag.
I still can't say words correctly.
No, you say them just Wisconsinably.
It's not good because I should, I'm on stage a lot, and I should be able to pronounce the words that I'm saying.
I say go with the Midwestern accent. I think people...
Drag.
People should know your story.
Wait, drag? Is that how you say it?
You say drag.
Drag.
Drag. Like drag.
Drag. That's actually, it's hard for me to say that.
I know, you want to say drag.
Drag.
Big,
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Wait, how do you pronounce the thing that you put your head on when you go to sleep?
Pillow.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What?
I've heard some people from Wisconsin say pillow.
Ah!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, I've heard that one too.
That they're saying
Let's
wrong.
go
We're
this
going
way.
this way? Okay.
Yeah.
That they're saying wrong.
Taking you on a twirl of Hell's Kitchen.
I love it. So now we're walking down, what is this, 10th Ave?
We're on 9th. We're on 9th.
When people meet you for the first time,
Yeah.
What do you say that you do for a living? Like, how do you,
Oh,
do you
I tell them I'm a drag queen.
Okay.
Drag performer. I also still do some acting.
Yeah.
And I think depending who the people are, some people have no idea what drag is still, which I'm like, where you been? But if you have no idea what drag is, it's an art form that involves, exaggerated, kind of gendered performance. My drag character is embraces all my feminine qualities. She's very high femme. Jackie is kind of a creation of my own mind. We're gonna go this way. And she's, she's like, I say she's like your fun aunt.
Okay.
So that's what I kind of tell
Everyone
people.
has a fun aunt, so that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're that girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how I kind of introduced Jackie. But yeah, it's something fun. I've been doing it now for 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 2010
now,
was the first time.
How do you come up with, I'm gonna try to say this right, a drag persona? How do you how did you invent Jackie Cox, and did it take you a while? Did you go through?
Oh my God, the way you said Cox. Oh my God.
I can't.
I love it.
You can take the boy out of Wisconsin, but you can't take the Wisconsin out of the boy.
I think that's amazing.
But did you go through different incarnations of characters that just didn't hit the mark? You weren't feeling it? How did you decide to be I'm Jackie
By the way,
Cox?
this is my gay gym. We're here. Here we are.
Here?
Look at the rainbows. You see them? There they are. Look at that. Rainbows here, unicorns.
This is really where you work out?
Yeah, it's called Mark Fisher Fitness. Super gay. Super gay.
It looks so fun.
So fun. I may be going to work out there right after this.
All right.
Yeah,
well, you don't need to. You look like you're in great shape.
I'm doing my best out here. We're somewhere in our 30s.
Yeah. I'm in my north 30s now. That is scary.
Yeah. I guess same. Jackie's kind of like this creation that I made up of a drag character, but not everyone makes their drag persona a real differentiated character from who they are in their day-to-day life.
Right.
And I'd say when I first started doing drag, she was very much this creation of my mind and almost like a Miranda Sings type character.
Oh,
Shout out
okay.
to Miranda Sings, who I do love.
Yeah, Colleen's great.
Not quite like her, but kind of just this exaggerated performer persona. And it's been 13 years and now she's somewhere much closer to who I am every day. And I think doing Drag Race, because it's a reality show, you see us so much out of drag that it all kind of doesn't blend together, but especially for my audience, they know me out of drag a lot now too. So now I'm way more comfortable just being myself, and I think Jackie is some of the best parts of the real me.
Oh wow. Is that so you're almost selling two different personas when you're selling the whole...
Baby, I'm selling the whole experience.
So do people call you, so your legal name is not Jackie Cox?
It's not, it's Darius. You know me as Darius.
Yeah, I met you, God, we were 13 years old or something?
Yeah. Yeah, we met in like summer theater camp in Shorewood, Wisconsin.
That's right. That's right. Now, because people might like when I tell my friends, because there's some friends of mine that I know know who you are. I'm like, oh yeah, I know Jackie Cox. They're like, how do you know Jackie Cox, man? And I'm like, we grew up together. Like,
yeah,
what?
we were little kids in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You know, I moved all over as a kid. But
You
I moved
did?
to Wisconsin when I was 12, and then I left when I was 15.
Okay.
But those were like some really formative years. I think we had 8th grade, freshman, and sophomore year together.
Yeah.
And then, and then by the end of sophomore year, didn't your dad become principal?
He became principal sophomore year.
Yeah.
So that's when I started getting all the leads in all the musicals.
No, you were very talented.
Mostly because of my dad, though.
No, you can
I
sing
can't.
and
No,
dance.
I can't sing.
You can
I
sing.
cannot sing.
You're tall.
I'm tall. I'm tall and I'm the
Yeah.
guy in drama in Wisconsin, which was all you needed to be to get any roles.
Yeah, I remember. You could move. You could dance.
I could dance. I could pop and lock a bit.
Didn't you used to have the Wade Robson boy band choreography videos?
Are you telling me you forgot Darren's dance grooves?
Darren's dance grooves.
You've
I'm sorry.
forgotten Darren's dance grooves?
So sorry, Darren.
Fame has changed you.
I know. I'm so sorry, Darren. It's my bad.
Yeah, no, I still even look at YouTube tutorials to figure out how to do all the classic dances because I'm not very good at that anymore. I used to be better.
Well, you know, the joints get a little rickety.
Yeah, they totally do.
So yeah, I first moved in the financial district when I first moved here.
Oh, I don't really love that.
No,
it's not great.
it was just my friend had an apartment there, and it was literally a 1-bedroom that he chopped up the bedroom into these tiny 3 little tiny rooms. It was crazy, but yeah, my room was I don't know, as wide as my arms and as deep as a bed.
Tight. It's very tight.
Tight.
It's very tight.
So then I moved to the Upper West Side, upper 90 something, and I lived in a tiny little shoebox room.
Yeah.
And then I left New York. I pursued a whole different career.
What did you do?
I pursued corporate retail. I was a buyer for a Gap.
What?
I know, my life's so random.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you even get that job?
I started working at Gap right after I graduated high school. And I got a job literally in the store.
Just doing retail?
Yeah, folding clothes. And then when I moved here, I'd already worked my way up to being a manager. And they were doing this corporate recruiting thing. They were taking people from the stores and taking them to San Francisco to learn how to do all the corporate stuff.
Wow.
So I went to San Francisco, and that's where I met my partner, who I've been with now for I guess 12 years.
Wow.
And then we both wanted to move back here, so we moved back to New York. And we got this apartment in Hell's Kitchen because I was I want to be by the gays, because we're both gay.
Oh, nice.
Me and my male partner are both gay. I don't know.
That's weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Doesn't it just cancel out then?
Yeah. You know, you never know.
All right.
To each their own.
Just keep your options open, man, you know?
That's how I live my life.
That's all I would say to that.
No.
So you've been back in New York for how long then?
10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we just started the 10th lease. It's been 10 years since we've been in our same apartment here in the streets of Hell's Kitchen.
I'm celebrating my 19-year New York City anniversary, August 30th.
Whoa, did you move here right after high school?
Well, I took a year off after high school because I really wanted to...
Juggling around the world.
Yeah, I really wanted to be a professional juggler, and I was.
You were so good.
Thank you, but I trained a year off after high school, thinking I didn't need college. I could just juggle full time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I need college. Or I need because I wasn't getting the work. I thought the work was just going to come to me.
Sure.
I was a little naive, I guess. But
with the 2 songs, whenever I hear them, I think of you still are Around the World.
Yeah, the Daft Punk song.
Around the World.
That's
all we can sing. We don't have the rights.
It's all right.
And the other one is Bombs Over Baghdad.
Oh, Outcast. So there was a talent show at our high school called Showcase, and I juggled to both those songs. And
one of them was In the Dark.
Yeah,
and the balls lit up.
That's right. I juggled to the 2001 Space Odyssey, and I thought that guy was gonna hit us. So he was coming right towards us. And
streets are just suggestions here.
Yeah, exactly. And then the lights went out, and then Daft Punk came on. It was like, yeah.
Nice.
And, that was I loved. I loved Showcase because, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I think I sang "Oh What a Beautiful Morning" from Oklahoma.
I think you did.
I think I did. Why?
I'm sure we
who
have.
wants to hear
I think
that
I probably
song?
have that on DVD somewhere.
You don't.
I'm sure I do.
All right. Well,
What
if
if I
we
could-
do, insert footage here.
Yeah. Well, I actually know I have footage of you. You were in Joseph.
Where?
Wait. No, not. What musical did you do?
I did Damn Yankees with you.
Yes, Damn Yankees. We were in together.
And
What was
you
the next
weren't
one?
in Your Good Man Charlie Brown with me.
No, didn't get in that one.
Damn Yankees, and then did you do Candide with me?
No.
I think just Damn Yankees then.
Wait, Candide would have been senior year though, right?
No, Candide was my sophomore year.
Oh,
I think.
okay. But we were in the same grade, right? 03?
Yeah.
So wait, Candide would have been.
Freshman or sophomore year? Because I was there for it.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to say it was sophomore year.
Yeah, I think it was sophomore year. I didn't do I dropped out of Candide. I was like, there's nothing here for me. It was like an opera.
I loved it.
Oh, it's a good show. I just can't.
Can't do it.
No, I don't have a range.
But look, look now.
Yeah, I don't know. I still can't do Candide.
You know, I never say can't. You could do anything.
Yeah, you can. I could do my version of Candide.
You can, yeah. Yeah.
Which would be fun.
We'll cut away to that next if you want to record that, like the share version of Candide where you play all the parts.
So I have to say, drag performances,
Yeah.
they look so fun. I've been to a few drag shows before. I went to Lance Bass's club.
Rocco's. in
Rocco's,
WeHo, yeah.
And that was fun. And I've done maybe like a few like drag karaoke's and stuff like that.
Sure.
But I'm always a spectator. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I've never done drag.
Yeah.
Are there any straight guys that do drag? Or it's mostly a gay men's world.
Well, drag is for anyone who wants to do it.
That's what I think.
Anyone who wants to do drag should be able to do drag.
Do you know any straight guys that do it?
Maddie Morphosis, who was on season 14 of RuPaul's Drag Race, is a straight guy.
Wow.
And yeah, he
It
does.
just seems fun. Like,
drag.
I'd like to try it.
There's a lot of non-gay men who do drag, like a lot of women, trans men do drag, trans women do drag. Like,
Sure.
There's all
So it's very
kinds of people.
inclusive.
Very inclusive. Drag is for everyone.
Right.
It's just you being able to express yourself in a cool, fun way.
What do you think my drag name would be?
Ooh, okay.
It's because does it, like, yeah, how do you pick your drag name, I
It
guess?
can be whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think it might be cool if you went by Monroe Marcus.
Ooh. Like, or could there be a thing on, like, Marilyn Monroe, like a play on that?
Yeah, like Marcusalyn.
Oh, because there's a lot of puns. Like, drag's pretty funny at times,
Yeah.
right? Like, when you're putting together your show, and so, like, wait, first of all, do you do, like, an hour show? Like, if I book Jackie Cox for an event, like, what?
You can. Yeah, I do my own cabaret shows that are like an hour long.
Okay.
Kind of a deal. Most of what I do, though, is I tour around the country and I get to guest star in drag shows in gay venues all around the country where they usually have 3 or 4 queens who perform there regularly. And I get to kind of be like a guest star and come in and do a couple numbers, which is so fun because we get to all hang out backstage. And
Yeah.
I love meeting queens from all over the world. It's one of my favorite things to do.
And they probably love meeting you because, you know, you're probably at that level everyone wants to get at.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I've had amazing experiences with every drag queen I've met.
Sure.
I've heard that some of my peers who tour maybe aren't as beloved around the world. In terms of, I say this, because when I go into someone else's space, someone else's bar,
Yeah.
especially, you know, not anytime, but definitely in a city where I don't live, it's like, I'm a guest in that space, and
Sure.
I want to, like, you know, say hi to all the queens that are there.
So is
Have a good
Queens
time.
what you call the
Fellow-
drag performers when they're
Yeah.
not? Okay.
Well, yeah, queens, drag performers, yeah, you know, some of, not, there's drag kings and stuff too, but
Oh, okay.
I kind of just queens in general.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Queens in general, you know, I want to say hi to all,
Excuse my ignorance. I don't know. I'm learning.
or sometimes I'll say hi to all the girls, you know, say hi to whoever's
What's up, ladies?
there. Yeah.
All right.
And, you know, make sure that, like, we're all going to have a great night, you
Yeah.
know, and definitely want everyone to feel like I'm part of their show, not kind of
Totally.
like, that I'm imposing on
And
them.
so your show is you sing live, right?
I sing live,
You don't
I
lip sync. Oh, you do both. Okay.
I do it all. I don't juggle.
No, that's all right. I barely do now either, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Mostly just
Is
straight
it like riding a
stand-up.
bike though?
Yeah, I can still do it. Like sometimes I'll pick up like some produce at the grocery store because I threw out a bunch of my juggling props, and I'm like, oh, I can still do it. Just like, okay, just so I know, if comedy doesn't go my way,
Yeah.
I could always just go back to juggling shows. I suppose.
Do you tell jokes while you juggle ever?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I try to combine two things into one.
Yeah, it's like, what do you call the man with 3 balls?
Marcus Monroe?
There you go.
Hey, we're doing comedy, kinda.
See, it's comedy.
Kinda. But like, how did you come up with the name Jackie Cox?
It's so funny. I didn't actually come up with it. My friend Blake in college came up with it. He created it as like this character. It's based off of a real person who was a bit of a diva that we went to school with in LA. And when I was coming up with a drag name, I was like, oh, Jackie Cox. It's kind of like a funny name. I like that it's like a lot of consonants.
Yeah.
Because my name, Darius Rose, has the softness of the R's and all
You
that
have such
stuff.
a beautiful
Thank
regular
you.
name too, though.
But no one ever says it right or whatever.
Darius, Rose,
Darius. People hear Rhodes, like a Rhodes scholar. So I was like, I want a name that's like a lot of hard sounds. So
Yeah.
I like Jackie Cox.
Yeah.
And then later people were like, oh wait, is this supposed to be like a double entendre? And I was like, oh, it wasn't, but I guess it is. Like
Jackie. It would be
Yeah.
more like Jackie and Cox.
Yeah, and that's not for me. But like,
No.
you know, if your mind goes there,
All right.
I look. I mean, I am a sex positive queen.
There
I'll
you
tell
go.
that.
I love that.
I think we should be free to be, as adults, doing things that we want with consent. How about that?
Hey,
Yeah.
consent, that is a good thing. I
Yeah.
don't think anyone can deny that.
Consent is always great.
Well, I'm glad to know that there's a lot more straight guys that do drag than I thought.
I don't know if there's a lot more, but there are some.
No, there's a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, which was 0.
Yeah, I thought it was like you're gonna be like no, but
No.
it makes sense though. It makes sense because it's it's an inclusive thing. Now, how did you decide, and how important is it for you to put your Persian heritage into your drag persona?
Yeah, that's a good question. It originally wasn't really part of my drag persona, not because I didn't like, it wasn't like a conscious thing. I just like didn't think anyone would care or like identify with it or want that to be part of what they saw from me.
Okay.
And then it wasn't until like 2016 and the election, and then, you know, Trump's like one of his first acts in office was to create that ban of people visiting from Muslim majority countries.
Right.
And I just kind of was like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to speak up, so I started like speaking up about it. And you know, my drag platforms have always been bigger than my non-drag. You know, so I had like more followers as Jackie, more people like paying attention to me, listen to me. So I wanted to like talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And incorporate that into my drag more. So I created a whole cabaret show called I Dream of Jackie, which started me as this like genie character who like awakes or is let out of her genie bottle after being buried for 100 years, and is like shocked at what she sees in the world. And kind
that's
of learns
cool.
about the world.
That's a fun narrative. I like that.
Yeah, it was definitely the cabaret show that kind of made me. Actually, it's the show that got the attention of the Drag Race producers. So one of the casting directors came to see that show when I did it in LA, and they talked to the producers, and I think the rest is history.
So you didn't even really apply to get on RuPaul's
No, I
Drag
did.
Race?
I did. I still had to like submit a tape and whatever. And this was now, So I'd been doing that show for a couple years, and I did like sequels to it and whatever. And I took it out to LA, and then and I had submitted a tape, like an audition tape. And then one of the casting directors who saw my tape saw that I was going to be in LA and came to my show. And then the rest is history.
That's awesome. Was it one of your goals to get on RuPaul's Drag Race?
Not at all. It was never kind of in the front of my mind. I had it like, I was helping a friend with their audition tape, and I was like, wait, this doesn't seem so hard. And so I kind of submitted a tape like on a whim.
Did your friend get it?
No.
But you did?
I did. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm sure they were supportive of you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So were you doing full-time drag shows when you submitted for it?
No, I was still working in the corporate world.
At
I
Gap?
had left Gap.
Oh, you left Gap. Okay.
I worked for Ross Dress for Less.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ross Dress for Less. And their offices were in Midtown.
Okay.
And I would do those shows, and then do shows kind of like right around this area here in Hell's Kitchen after work. And I was kind of doing it all at once.
Wow. That is a lot.
The light keeps changing. It was sunny and now it's dark.
I don't know what it doesn't know what it is.
Doesn't know what it is.
So you call yourself the Persian Princess of Drag.
It's true. I'm a little old to be a princess, but I guess you know what?
No, you can be a princess.
I can be a princess at any age.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no, let's not be what do you call it? Ageist?
Ageist.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not be self-ageist.
Yeah. Yeah, I like them older.
Yeah, Persian Princess of Drag. I like the alliteration, Persian Princess. I like that. And then, and I think I am. No one else is, so it's me.
How important is it for you to put like comedy into your act? Like, how important is comedy in your drag performances?
Yeah, I think it's like, I think I'm best at like situational comedy. So like, I feel like my jokes that like I write are always like a little like like
sure.
bad jokes.
Yeah.
But I do like to just kind of like comment on like the world around us. And I think I have Whoopi Goldberg on RuPaul's Drag Race gave me this advice.
Okay.
She said, you're already kind of a funny person. So just like be honest and tell the truth. And I'm gonna already laugh because I think you're funny.
Oh.
So you don't have to like write jokes, because I think what she's trying to tell me is I'm not the best at writing jokes.
Okay.
So she's like, you're funny enough.
Your like stream of consciousness already is just kind of
Yeah,
silly.
and like kind of like the way I talk or whatever. I have like
You're a funny guy.
funny cadence, funny enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess so. It's not. I mean, I always want my sense of humor to come through in my drag, but I'm not expecting it to be like. Like Bianca Del Rio, who's an amazing drag queen, is like a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
And that's like her shtick.
Is she one of your influences for like comedy and drag?
I mean, Bianca was hosting huge shows here in New York City when I first moved here. And I love her aesthetic. Yeah, so for sure she was like an influence on me. I think of like Jinx Monsoon, who won season 5 of Drag Race, big influence. Benda La Creme.
Oh, she's in Chicago. Jinx
Jinx Jinx just finished her run in Chicago.
Now, would you ever do a Broadway show like that?
Sure. Who's
yeah.
casting?
Put it out there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that would be fun. I'd see you in any Broadway show.
Aw, you're sweet.
Yeah, you'd be great at that though.
Yeah, I love the stage, and I've gotten to do a couple musicals. I just did last year. I did 2 musicals. I did Grease, the musical.
Whoa, where was that?
In LA.
Who did you play?
I was Miss Lynch, the teacher.
Oh, hilarious! You did it in drag?
I did it in drag, and I was also the teen angel. Who,
that's cool.
Who visits Frenchie and her.
Go back to high school.
Yeah, but I did it in full drag.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, just like heightened drag character. It was really cool.
And
then after that, I did a new musical called Drag the Musical.
That was in LA too?
That was in LA as well. So yeah, so LA is ready for my musical talent. I just got to get New York on board.
Yeah, I get that.
But New York is, the top of the top.
Yeah.
So I just got to work my way up.
I did my one-man show right here at Ars Nova.
Oh yeah, that's a great, cool venue.
Yeah, that's where I started it, and then it went to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, you got it.
When are you bringing it back?
It's dead.
When are you writing the new one?
I'm working on a new one. Now, have you ever thought about working on a one-man show? I was talking to Trevor from the band O-Town on Talkie Walkie, and he's writing a one-man show about his life. Would you ever do that? I mean,
yeah.
Your cabaret shows are essentially.
I guess I haven't done like an autobiographical one, but
right.
I have done like kind of one-person shows.
Yeah.
Just not as much biographical, but in the one-woman show challenge on my season of Drag Race that Whoopi coached, I did a
season 12.
Yeah, season 12. Now available on Paramount Plus.
Oh, is that right?
It is. Shout out to my friends at Paramount Plus. We had to do a one-woman show challenge, and that's where Whoopi was like, just tell me the truth. Like, don't try to be funny. And I was like, okay, and I did.
Whenever people are starting to write jokes and they're new to comedy, they don't know what to talk about, I'm always like, just write about you.
Yeah.
Because first of all, no one can steal jokes about you. No one has your same life experience. So
That's true.
That's the advice I also give to comics who are just starting out.
Up and comers.
Yeah. I think it's important to just write about yourself. You also, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're talking about yourself, you learn a little bit about yourself too in the process. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, a little self-therapy.
Yeah, a little self-talk, little self-therapy. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, we could always use a little reflection.
All right, where are we walking to now? We are on 55th on 10th going up
Yeah,
a
I
hill.
think we'll go
A little
up.
too aggressive.
Oh, okay, for your old knees.
No, I'm all right.
We'll turn right up here.
I think we're the
on-
same age. Don't be calling my knees old.
Well, yeah, maybe I got mine replaced.
All right.
You can turn. We'll turn right up here on 57.
All right, I love it.
And we'll come back down down the main drag to Hell's Kitchen.
Oh yeah. Now, are you gonna get recognized? Do you think?
I mean, I may, but unless they're a tourist, they probably won't say anything.
Gotcha.
Because I think New Yorkers are like,
New Yorkers also, I've noticed, will recognize you and then
just keep walking.
and then keep walking. Like I've had a few times where I'm around the comedy clubs and I'll be hanging outside and someone will walk by me and just go Marcus Monroe and then just keep walking.
Whoa.
I'm like, is there any? Do you want to add to that, or are we just gonna?
They just wanted to say your name.
I guess so. It's a fun name to say.
Yeah, it wasn't like the cops coming to look for you, was it?
No, I hope not.
That's good. That's good.
What is a normal day for you? Because talking to you, it doesn't seem like one day, like there's no
There's
two
no
days.
schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no real schedule. It can, like, literally I can be doing nothing for like a whole week and I have nothing to do. Or it's like this week I'm doing this with you.
Yeah.
In the morning I shot some scenes for this new series I'm doing. It's called The Struggle.
Woo!
Check it out. Instagram is @what'sthestruggle.
Okay.
A new short web series. I don't know if it's actually gonna be a web series. I don't know where it's going to be.
Okay.
But it's going to be a new series about 3 roommates living in New York, living their lives. And then tonight I'm doing something as well. So you never know what your day will bring.
Do you like do you like the busyness of the day like that, or do you like a week where you have nothing?
I like being busy.
I do too.
I like being busy.
Yeah.
I like
I get antsy if I'm home for too long without
yeah.
a flight to get on or a train. I'm like, ah.
Yeah. And I actually find, like, I find travel to be, like, relatively stress-free. And it's really very stressed about traveling and getting to the airport and checking in. And I've done it now so much that I kind of know, like, what's going on.
Yeah.
And, like, I've only ever missed, like, a couple flights.
Well, that's good.
But they're only for places that, like, I know, like, there's another flight, like, in an hour. Like,
Okay.
I've definitely missed a couple flights to LA, but
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, there'll be another one in an hour.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've ever missed a flight because I got to the airport too late.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's been like a minute, because sometimes at JFK, if it's really busy, they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nope, you got to be there at least an hour before, and I'm like, dang it.
Yeah, no, I like the new LaGuardia.
The new LaGuardia is great. Unfortunately, it does not fly all the way to California.
There's I think JetBlue flight. Yeah, there's no flights to LAX though. No direct flights.
No direct flights. It's
That's too bad.
So here's a little history for you.
I want some history.
When they were building JFK, they were like, how are we going to get people all the way out here? Because
Yeah.
LaGuardia is much closer to the city.
True.
So they made a mile limitation. So LaGuardia flights can only go a certain amount of miles out of the city. So I believe it's like 1,500 miles, maybe 2,000, but LA is like 2,500
Wow.
miles or so.
That's annoying.
So yeah, so there's no flights that can go from LaGuardia to California for now. I think Delta is one of the companies that's trying to get the Port Authority to expand the rules.
We don't like Delta.
We don't?
No.
Oh, okay. But they're trying to get
No.
the miles? No, we don't like them?
No, fuck Delta.
What did they do?
They put me on the no-fly list.
Wait, what did you do?
I made a TikTok in one of their bathrooms they didn't like. It made the news. It was bad. I'll tell you off camera. And then they put me on the no-fly list the next day after I posted it. Thanksgiving. So fuck Delta. But they were my favorite airline.
That's crazy.
What would people be surprised to learn about you?
You know what? And maybe this is just in my head, but like, I think people probably perceived me to be like a pretty confident person.
Yeah.
And I think I am.
Yeah.
But I get nervous a lot more than I think people realize.
You get nervous a lot. Wow.
Yeah, not like in a huge way.
Like before you go on stage or like before an appearance?
Sometimes before that, sometimes before an appearance. Sometimes there's a Mormon missionary
Yeah.
trying to live his best life.
Yeah.
You know, you can eat hay. Even in New York, maybe you'll find some Mormons.
Oh, there's another one on the corner
Oh,
here.
look at this. They come
This
in
is-
pairs, right? They got to keep their
2
eye on
by
each
2,
other.
we're going door to door.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't pay for the rights to that either, but
That's all right.
yeah. I do like the floral tie. Very cute.
It is. You know, you just made his day.
You know, these boys gotta do their thing. To each their own.
Love it.
Now we're walking down 9th Avenue, the main drag of Hell's Kitchen,
Yeah,
I say.
it's a little busier than 10th Avenue.
A little busier.
But I like it.
A few more bars, venues, locations.
Do you have a favorite bar along in Hell's Kitchen you like to go grab a drink with your man?
I do love a lot of great bars. There's some really great new ones. Verse is a new great bar. We're gonna pass it in a little bit. The Dickens is really cute and new. Ooh, I almost died.
Ooh, careful.
The Spot is right up here, and they just. Oh no, we have passed the Spot already.
Is Vinyl still around?
Vinyl's gone.
Oh,
But Rise up here on the corner just expanded, and so now they have Rise, which is, you see the sign right up there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then they took over this space right next door, and that space is called Shine. So it's called
Rise
and Shine.
That's cute. Now, do you have people? I mean, you're gonna be. I know you're gonna be pretty humble here, but you got. You know, you're notable. You're pretty famous in the drag community.
Sure.
Do you have people besides me reaching out to you from your past, wanting things from you?
Oh, like from like high school days?
High school, grade school, just being like, Darius, I saw you on TV, what's up, what's going on?
People will message me very sweet things, and they'll say like, like, oh my God, I just realized like that it's you or whatever, like, cause that's the thing. I mean, most people know me as Jackie Cox, and people from my life, especially in high school, know me as Darius.
Yeah.
So they don't like quite associate the names together.
Sure.
Right away.
Yeah.
I've also had people who like realize it like after they've already like become a fan of me. Like, wait a minute, I know who you are.
Okay. Well, that looks like an accident.
Oh shit.
And
Oh no.
sometimes I'll just Google people I went to school with.
What happened?
Oh no.
Oh snap.
Ooh. That's not good.
There's no one in the other car, so I think they're okay.
I hope so. That does not look good.
But we should also get out of the street. I don't want to tempt fate.
Yeah. My health insurance is no bueno.
Yeah. They can't really do much if you've been crashed into by a semi.
Is that true?
I mean, I don't know. Like, what are they gonna? I mean, I'm assuming you're crushed.
Oh yeah.
We're not in a car.
There is we're on, what are we on, 9th and,
We're on 9th.
and 51st. There is like I like the energy in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, everyone's kind of like, people are like working but also having fun. You know, it's kind of all of it at once.
Do you
Who's working over here? Oh, I know these boys. Tim. She does.
This guy, he knows everybody.
Hi, babe.
I love this. You know everyone.
Tim, in addition to being a very muscular man and bartender, is also a amazing real estate agent.
Wow, there you go.
So if you're looking for a new place to live in New York, hit up Tim Kava.
There you go. I like it. Do you have a favorite NSYNC song?
Favorite NSYNC song?
Yeah.
I mean, the one that I like at the time, like I love Dirty Pop.
Oh yeah.
Love Dirty Pop.
Yeah.
What are my other faves? I knew them all once. I mean, probably if you played them, I'd sing any of them.
Sure.
I mean, obviously we love Bye Bye Bye.
Yeah. To the classics.
The classic. Tearing Up My Heart.
Tearing Up My Heart.
Great one.
Such a banger.
Such a banger. The ballad-wise, that.
Gone.
Yeah, Gone.
Gone.
Oh, that's just a JT song, or is that all the boys?
No, it was, well, it could have been just a JT song, but it was on the Celebrity album. I think it was like track 6 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Just Got Paid. That is a good one.
Now, what are you listening to in music-wise these days?
Oh God. Been listening. My partner's a big Taylor Swift person.
Oh, are you going to see her at MetLife?
No, he doesn't want like the big big arena kind of thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
But he's a big Swiftie.
Yeah,
like
I
if she ever
Taylor
did like a multi, like theater dates thing. The problem is like the Swifties would all buy them like right away. He's not like that aggressive enough at the
Got it.
online purchasing.
Yeah, I
But
hear
he's a big
that.
Swiftie, so we listen to a lot of Taylor Swift at home. He also loves Sarah Bareilles. He basically loves like white girl music. And whenever I'm like, I always listen to songs that I have to perform, so that's always like what's running through my head.
Oh, that's good.
Or I listen to a lot of musicals.
Oh yeah.
Like Six, that's a really listenable album.
I haven't heard any of that music yet.
Should we cross? What
Yeah,
should we
let's do it. Is your partner's name Michael? Is that
His
it?
name's Casey.
Casey.
Yeah, I mean, his schedule is crazy. So he's like a celebrity makeup artist.
Wow.
So he's always up really early because they got some early call times.
Oh, I'm sure.
He was at 6 a.m. every day this week.
Wow.
Poor
Well,
babe.
he's working.
He's working. He just, yeah. He's like, and he inspires me.
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
so cute.
Yeah.
And you guys have been together for 12 years, you said, right?
It'll be 12 years, I think, this summer.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, since 2011. So yeah, 12 years.
That's incredible.
Wild, truly wild times. Yeah, he's great. We've grown up together, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, when you meet someone that in your 20s and you are still with them in your 30s, that's like, what do you call it? Like prominent years? What do you call it? What's the word I'm looking
Formative.
for? Formative, that's it. I'm not good at talking, so I shouldn't even be doing a podcast with the word talk in it.
I say, you know, get 1% better each time.
There you go.
That's all you need.
I like that. I like that.
That's all you need.
I like that.
Oh, see, there are so many cute couples walking down the street.
It's a beautiful day. I mean, we got the sun's out, the guns are out.
Yeah, a lot of
Not on me.
muscles here.
A lot of muscles.
We got skinny arms, eh?
I do. I mean, you have bigger arms than I do.
Really?
Yeah, I can't.
I think I got a tighter shirt than you do.
I go to the, this shirt's, I think it's baggy on purpose, but my wife just got me this the other day. She buys me clothes.
Oh,
She's like, hey, wear this. There's all these drag laws being passed now, banning drag shows.
horrible.
It seems like they're saying, you know, we live in a free country, but then you're banning performance art. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally the laws they used to have in the 60s that are part of what caused the Stonewall riots, you know? I mean, it used to be in New York, you know, in the 60s and before that, of course, that you had to have at least 4 or maybe 5 items of clothing that belonged to your gender, and I put that in quotes, on you, like
Wow.
wearing them at all times.
Wow.
So like I believe, and we can fact check this later if we want, but like if you were in drag at a gay bar, you would have to have like men's underwear and men's socks and men's shoes on and like a blazer. You know what I mean? You had to like have enough men's clothing on.
Yeah.
And it's like, think how crazy that sounds.
Yeah.
And literally we started a whole gay rights movement over 50 years ago to
Yeah.
like end those laws and for those kinds of laws to be coming back. And you know, they're using drag queens as kind of cudgels against all of the queer community, but especially, you know, the trans community and my trans siblings who,
Right.
you know, because their limited definition of gender and sex is very outdated. You know, the real people who are going to be suffering here, not me, you know, who can take off my drag and walk around and I guess
Just be Darius.
or yeah, if I have to for safety. It's
Right.
my trans sisters especially who
Right.
will be, they'll use this law to say you can't wear that in public. Like you know, like if you're a trans woman walking down the street in a dress, you could be arrested in certain cities now.
That is ridiculous
In certain
to me.
states.
And these are the states claiming to be the freest states in
Right.
the,
You know,
in the
it's
country.
yeah, it's that whole thing of, you know, small government unless we don't like you and then we want to control everything. No, I think parents who want their kids to see drag will take them to see drag. There are some drag shows and drag story hours that are designed for children.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most of those are very kid appropriate. I've done a drag queen story hour. I read, I think like The Hungry Caterpillar, like, you know, or whatever. Like,
If I saw you as Jackie Cox reading The Hungry Caterpillar to me as a child, I'd probably read a lot more to this day.
see?
Be like, how fun is reading?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear kooky outfit and read stories.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
How's that any different than a clown?
It's
Like
the same
performing
thing.
at a birthday party,
Same
right?
thing, or you hire Spider-Man or
Or
Cinderella to
Spider-Man,
come to
yeah,
your
exactly.
kids' party. It's just a
Or Shrek,
costume.
or yeah, it's a that's what I'm saying.
You know, it's a costume, you know, and if parents bring their kids to like a drag brunch, 'cause a lot of drag brunches happen in restaurants,
Sure.
and that's the parents' choice. You know, drag brunches are often advertised as like a boozy, you know, event, and if there's more adult-oriented material, that's on the parents. It's not really on the performers.
Yeah, you're just doing your job, and
I mean,
there
like,
happens to be kids.
Just like there have been parents who bring their kids to bars all the time. You know?
Yeah, comedy shows. Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, you see parents bring their kids to comedy shows. Like, it's like people should have the right to raise their kids however they want.
Exactly.
And by the same token, like, I don't think anyone has ever forced a kid to a drag queen story hour.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's not a thing.
No, definitely not a thing.
You know, so I think it's all just smoke and mirrors, and they're trying to create an enemy out of us to distract from all the other problems that are really going on.
Yes.
Is my opinion.
Well, I love it. That's a good opinion. We just need more love in this world, man.
Yeah, literally, I'm just, there's no greater motive, you know. People keep saying, people throw that word groomer around. Groomer is designed for, is a word that is specifically referring to mostly straight men. Most of the people who've, you know, unfortunately are actually doing that to kids are not drag queens.
Right.
You know, and it's referring to when you know, privately entrap a child into horrible things. That's not what Drag Queen Story Hour is.
No.
It's a public event where kids can watch drag queens and make their own opinions.
There you go.
And if people are scared that their child may become a drag queen, well, they should be, because it doesn't pay a lot. But that's the only reason.
You seem to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
But I understand.
Sure.
I understand.
I mean, it's like you should be equally afraid of your child becoming a juggler or a drag queen.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would agree with that 100%.
Are you grooming kids with your juggling act?
I
No.
don't think I am. I don't think
you're
I
not.
have.
You're not. That's the moral of the story is you're not.
No, I'm not.
You know, it's like you're performing.
I probably should have answered that with a hard no quicker than I did.
Yeah, well, you're not. It's a no.
I'm not. It's a no.
None of us are doing that.
No.
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 The answer is no. Have you ever like met a protester at a show? Like, have you ever been doing a show and someone stands up and goes, "This ain't right. This ain't right."
I have not, but some of my drag sisters have. I so far have been lucky. I have done all ages performances, but luckily most of them were before all of this latest round of stuff started. But Pride Month is coming up, and I know there's going to be events that are all ages, and I am nervous. You know, I'm going to be doing Pride in Columbus, Ohio, Pride in a couple different places. So.
Are you doing anything in the city?
Hi, babe. How are you? I will be doing a couple things
everybody.
in the city.
This is incredible.
That's my neighborhood.
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Well, yeah.
You know.
I walk around the Upper East Side. I don't know anybody.
Well, you got to make friends with your neighbors.
I know. I try.
A lot of rich ladies up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be gone all that summer, but if you're in New York, I will be doing Tuesday nights at the Ice Palace in Fire Island.
Oh, that's fun. I've never been to Fire Island.
It's pretty fun. I mean, it takes a minute to get there. You got to take like a train to a bus to a ferry to the island. The beauty of New York.
I love this city, man. I don't think I could live anywhere else.
You've been here a long time.
Yeah, 19 years in August.
Howard. Oh my gosh, thank you.
So amazing.
They're very sweet. What's your name?
I'm Kai.
Kai, Jackie, nice to meet you. What does it say? Lucky me, I see ghosts?
Okay, this is actually a Kanye West sweatshirt. It's vintage, it's vintage. I didn't buy
Okay.
it from him.
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
That's cool. And work the shorts too. Are you visiting?
Yeah, we're visiting over the weekend.
Cheers. Have an amazing time. Bye, have fun. See, I told you, tourists.
I love it. I love it.
The tourists say hi.
Are you so used to that that doesn't faze you anymore?
It definitely doesn't faze me. I think it is cool. Like, it's cool that people are like, care about me or like, or connected to my art. You know,
Sure.
That's kind of how I see it. It's like, cool. Like, you know, like what I'm doing meant something to someone. You know, because
it's more
why you-
validating.
it's also like why you do it. You know?
Sure.
I'm not doing drag, you know, not for an audience.
Right. Right.
So it is nice when people say hi.
Yeah.
And I've been very lucky. No one's ever, at least in person, I get some weird DMs sometimes, but no one in person has ever said anything mean to me. People are very sweet. So I feel very lucky about that.
That's so cool. I was so happy that would happen, and I'm so glad it did.
Yeah, I told you though, they literally had the suitcases in their hand. It's like
So it's mostly people that are in transit?
No, not in transit, but I'm saying like, you know, it's mostly tourists. Like New Yorkers are like, we're too cool to say.
Yeah. My thing is, whenever I see someone famous, I just pretend that we've met before. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? How you been, man? It's been I haven't seen you since blah, blah, blah.
You lie?
Yeah, a little bit. It helps break the ice, because then they're like, oh, yeah.
Sure.
Kind of puts me on the same level. Like, if it's like, that only works if it's someone like a comic that I really like, or like.
Oh, sure.
It only works with someone in my field, but if it was like Seth Rogen or something.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion, I wouldn't be like, oh, we've actually met before at the Canadian Singer Institute or something. I wouldn't.
She'd be like, well, can you sing for me right now?
Can you sing? What's one thing about drag that would surprise most people to learn?
People, I think, kind of know this, but you don't really know until you've done it, is how uncomfortable it is. Like, it is uncomfortable.
The makeup.
The makeup is hot. You're wearing a corset or some kind of shapewear. You're wearing multiple pairs of tights. The clothes, the rhinestones and the sequins will scratch you. The hair is heavy and weighs a lot. You have pins sticking in your head. And then you're in heels, and so your feet are like this. It is so uncomfortable. I think people think they know, but then they're like, oh yeah, we'll just have these drag queens sitting on their feet for this shoot for 8 hours.
I didn't even realize you're in heels for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, can you do, what do you call it? Like
a death drop?
Yes, do you do that?
No.
I'm like, you're gonna kill yourself, right?
Yeah.
If you've never seen a death drop, you stand like this, then your legs split down or something.
Yeah.
It looks so unnatural.
Some people call that a dip. I mean, there's different names, but I can't do any of it.
All right.
But I mean, insert video of someone doing it here.
Yeah, I will, because I think it's such a cool move, but it does look very hard to do.
Yeah, and I mean, there are people my age who can do it. I don't know. Not these old bones.
So would you say the hardest part, the hardest part about drag is the outfit and walking in the heels, the wigs, just like.
That's probably the most the thing that gets to you, you know.
Yeah.
But it is also hard to keep your drag fun and fresh and keep, you want to keep finding the joy in it. It is. I think drag works best when you're having fun, and so it's not hard, but it is something I'm always conscious of. It's like, what of the drag brings me joy, and what am I, why do I do this?
And how long do you think you want to keep doing it for?
I don't think far out like that. I'm not that kind of person.
Okay.
I'm kind of this is what I'm doing right now, and I'm loving it, and I'll do it until I stop loving it.
Maybe one day you'll be back at the Gap.
Maybe.
Maybe. Never know, right?
Yeah, you honestly never know. There's no shame in that.
No. I'm not
honest job.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying, I think, you did it, you've done it, maybe.
I did it.
Yeah.
Always go back. What about you? Back to the juggling tours?
I always thought, after I record my stand-up special, and I tour that, while I'm writing my next hour, it could be fun to tour with the juggling show so I can still tour.
Yeah.
Because no one, a lot of my comedy fans don't even know I juggle. So it could be fun to be like, oh, I can also do this thing and do a show like that. Yeah, you never know. I mean, like you said, never say never. My main thing right now is just getting people to come out to the shows. So if they come out to the shows, maybe I'll even juggle at the show. I don't know.
Yeah. You got to do that around the world number with the light up balls.
Yeah. Well, if we ever do a show together, I'll do that.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That's what the kids will want.
That was our talkie-walkie with Jackie Cox. Where can people find you at, Jackie?
At Jackie Cox NYC, so I guess I can't move.
Yeah, you can never, you're stuck here.
But yeah, at Jackie Cox NYC on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter if anyone still uses that, Facebook if anyone still uses that.
Yeah, talkie-walkie.